All right, for next update, the benchmark S&P 500 stock index ended modestly higher on Wednesday, supported by technology shares, but some early gains evaporate as weak data revealed the economic toll taken by President Donald Trump's erratic trade policy. The services sector contracted in May for the first time in nearly a year, while businesses paid higher input prices, a reminder that the economy was still at risk of slowing growth and rising inflation.
The ADP National Employment Report showed U.S. private employers in May added the fewest number of workers in more than 2 years.
We saw really weak ADP numbers come out this morning, along with very weak PMI, Purchasing Managers Index numbers, the weakest we've seen in roughly a year. That's driven bond yields down about 10 basis points across the curve, from 2s all the way out to 30s. So much lower yields on the day have led to a little bit higher stocks. Both the S&P, Nasdaq are a little bit higher today based on weak jobs numbers and the prospect that we'll see weak job numbers on Friday, and the prospect that the Fed may very well cut 25, if not 50 basis points come September to head off unemployment.
Investors await Friday's non-farm payrolls data for more signs on how trade uncertainty is affecting the U.S. labor market. Washington doubled tariffs on imported steel and aluminum to 50%, and Wednesday was also Trump's deadline for trading partners to make their best offers to avoid other punishing import levies from taking effect in early July. Investors focused on tariff negotiations between Washington and trading partners, with Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping expected to speak sometime this week as tensions simmer between the world's two biggest economies. May saw the biggest monthly increases for the S&P 500 index and the tech-heavy Nasdaq since November 2023, thanks to a softening of Trump's harsh trade stance and upbeat earnings reports. The S&P 500 remains more than 2% below record highs touched in February. Barclays joined a slew of brokerages in raising its year-end price target for the S&P 500, pointing to easing trade uncertainty and expectations of normalized earnings growth in 2026. The S&P 500 gained 0.44 points or 0.01% to end at 5,970.81 points, while the Nasdaq Composite gained 61.53 points or 0.32% to 19,460.49. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 91.9 points or 0.22% to 42,427.74.